So we're fresh off Memorial Day weekend where a lot of people hit the road. And according to AAA, 36.1 million Americans traveled 50 miles or more from home. That's up from last year.
Driving long distances or short ones, gas mileage is important to all of us. One of today's questions relates to that topic.
We got a total of 3 questions for Peter Fink. He owns Certified Transmission. Good to see you, Peter.
Nice to have you back.
Good Memorial Day.
Always great to be here. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend and all our viewers also.
It was a beautiful day yesterday.
You know, it really turned out. I thought they said it was going to rain. I was kind of waiting for that, so I was kind of holding back. And then I said, oh, it ain't going to rain. Let's go play.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
This Saturday, you know, we decided to get the boat out to the lake and different things and
Mike
stuff.
Mike and I are still waiting for our invite. Peter, we've known you for a few years and have yet to receive the boat invite.
Not once. Not once have we received it.
6 minutes with us is plenty.
Right. He just gave me that look, and you won't receive it either. That's okay, Peter. We'll just show up.
We'll forget.
Anyway, we got our first question. It's from Matt. This is a longer one. It's a doozy. I have a 2008 Jeep Patriot with 128,000 miles on it. Under the hood, there's a low clicking noise. It gets louder as you drive. One mechanic could find no problem. Another mechanic said it's a transmission. It is an automatic transmission, and it shifts through the gears nicely. There are no other problems. Does this sound like a transmission problem to you?
Can you read that again? No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Out of breath.
Well, first of all, anytime you hear a weird noise, okay, you really do need to look into it, okay? The more you put it off, usually the more it's going to cost you, okay? I mean, that old saying, okay, and stuff out there. So just because somebody looked at it and couldn't find it, we need to get it found, okay? A couple easy ways to start is, if it's under the hood and you can hear it while it's sitting there, that's a huge advantage, because a lot of times if you can only hear it going down the road, those are a lot harder to find, and noise really travels through the car and it's hard to identify. But I would start with having the hood open, take the belt off of it, see if you can still hear the noise. If you can't hear the noise, then it's going to be one of your accessories, the alternator, the air conditioner, the power steering pump, something like that, okay? Next, if the noise is still there, there is a possibility on a Jeep, okay, and on Chrysler products, we have seen the flex plate that drives the automatic transmission, the torque converter, crack on them, and they'll make a real funny noise. If you catch it early enough, it doesn't ruin the transmission.
Is that costly to replace?
Well, unfortunately, you do have to pull the transmission out, so it isn't the cheapest thing, but it's way cheaper than having to wait till the transmission quits, okay? Because if that flex plate is cracked, it lets the torque converter wobble, it will wear out the converter, it'll wear out the automatic transmission, the front pump on it, and then you got to go in the transmission. So now it tripled in cost, okay, or something. So definitely want to get it into a shop, have it checked out, have them find what it is. That way you can make an educated decision. Do you want to fix it or not?
For Matt and other people who might have transmission issues brewing, it's free to just get that looked at.
If you bring it to one of our places, they'll check it out for you for no charge.
Yeah.
Since somebody thought it might be a transmission, this would be a good case to bring it in. We'll try to identify it for you. We don't do other stuff than transmissions.
That's your specialty.
Okay?
Yeah.
But we'll be happy to look at it and see if it might be that cracked flex plate.
And 5 locations in the area. Up next, Joyce, who writes, I know the hot weather can be hard on cars. Any maintenance I need to do or any signs to look for that a car is overheating?
Well, if you're doing your proper maintenance, chances are nothing's going to happen to you, okay, and stuff. But going into summertime, okay, one of the things I like to tell people is wash out your radiator, okay, take your garden hose, okay, go out there, pop the hood, and don't wash it through the grill We want to wash from the other side, from the engine side back out towards the grill. That way it washes the condenser for the air conditioner and also your radiator. Chances are probably your air conditioning will work a little bit better also. The other thing is, of course, if you didn't change for the winter time your antifreeze, okay, you want to do that. The best way to do it is, instead of trying to mix it, get the premix already at the parts stores, okay, and change it out, drain and flush your radiator system, okay. You don't want to just use water. The last thing is thermostats. A lot of people in the old days used to take thermostats out of the cars, making them think they'd run cooler, okay? Well, they would run cooler for a while, but it actually circulates through the radiator too fast, and it doesn't cool properly. So you want to make sure you're using a right thermostat, okay? If it had to be replaced, okay? A lot of times they'll stick open, okay, or closed, and can cause a problem. So if you're going to get one, get a true OEM one. Don't go to the parts store and get a $4 one, okay? They don't work very well.
That's not the place to to save money.
Yeah, and that's not the place to save money,
right.
okay? One from the OEs are maybe $15, okay? So it ain't like we're talking hundreds of dollars to cheap, okay, or something.
It's worth the extra
Get the right
$9.
one.
Get the right one, get it from a dealer.
All right, this last question. This one's from Megan. She wants to know, does using cruise control help gas mileage? Any other tips for maximizing my gas on road trips?
Great question. You know, as we all travel, and I mean, I do the same thing. How can I get better gas mileage going down the road, especially if you're going on a long distance, okay? Number one is always tire pressure, okay? If you do not have your air pressure right in the tires, okay, it's going to cost you more.
Is that too low or too much?
Too much is just that it wears your tires, okay, and stuff. It will roll easier, but too low is what it's going to take more. Okay. The next thing is the air filter. If you haven't had that replaced or remember when it was done, it probably is due. Okay. You got an air fuel mixture. Okay, and if that filter's plugged, it's going to cause a little bit. You know, a lot of people say, well, if I turn my air conditioner off, roll down the windows and stuff, okay, will I get better gas mileage? Actually, if you're driving fast, no, it doesn't, okay, because the cars are so aerodynamic, you actually get better gas mileage with the air conditioner on.
And to her point was about cruise control. Can that affect gas mileage?
Cruise control is one of the better ways to get the best gas mileage. Probably the only exception is if you hit resume and you're going slower, it excels a little fast, but once you're rolling, it's one of the best ways. The last thing that I'll say is, you know, time is money, money is time, okay? As you drive faster, your gas mileage goes down, okay? Drive the speed limit or even a little below actually gets you better gas mileage, okay? And in Nebraska, with a speed limit of 75, we want to push it to 80, okay? That's really bad on gas mileage. You go drive in Iowa at 65 or something, I mean, your gas mileage will go up 4 or 5 miles to the gallon, okay, and stuff. Faster you go, the more it costs you, okay, and stuff.
Well, I got something, Peter, you may not have thought about it, and it's a good tip for you out there. I got a new car recently, and it's got the digital thing, so I can see as I'm going what the best gas mileage is. It's a little gauge.
Okay.
You get your best gas mileage when you're driving downhill, so always drive downhill.
There you go.
That's the way to do it.
There you go. So we should head to New Orleans
I was getting
like
40,
that,
50 miles to the gallon going downhill.
Thanks, Peter. We appreciate you
Thanks a
being
lot,
here.
Peter.
If you're like Matt, it sounds like he could use the expert help from the folks at Certified Transmission. We invite you to swing by our website, omahamorningblend.com. You can submit questions there, email value or talkback at omahamorningblend.com, or click on the Certified Transmission button on our homepage. Back to the point about Certified Transmission, 5 locations in the area, and you can make appointments online. A few websites to do that. We've got those linked back from our site.